Hello, hello, hello. What is going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a fantastic Monday. Definitely start a little bit earlier today, and I definitely want to get a stream done today. So we are ready to go. So really what we're waiting on right now, and I mean, some new news has come out about certain things, and Jalen Reagor looks like teams are calling on his availability, and I swear to God, I hope they get it done. I hope something happens. Stop trying to justify these picks. And, we all heard at the end of the 2021 season that Reagor wanted a fresh start. So you know what? Give him his fresh start, whatever he wants, because I'm just out of options right now. I'm totally fine with it. You know what I'm saying? It's just to a point now. Stop justifying your picks and stop making these stupid mistakes. And when you draft these guys, you check on their mental state, because it just seems like I don't know, they got to do better than what they're doing right now. So, TYRANN Mattheiu, we got news yesterday that Eagles are making a strong push. I heard today that within the next 48 hours, the deal should get done. So I'm hearing the Eagles have the highest bid right now, the Steelers, and it's not from that guy that tweeted out the other day. It's from somebody else. I don't know if it's true or not, but it looks like, the Eagles are still the front runners to TYRANN Mattheiu as of right now. Because at the end of the day, I don't know if they're paying TYRANN Mattheiu less than $10 million, because he would have went back to KC for $10 million. That was on the table for him, but he didn't take it. So, he said he would have went back for that amount of money. So maybe he's looking for a little bit more than that. Maybe someone can beat him. If somebody can meet him in the middle of what they want. I don't know if he wants like $15 million for 2 years. I don't know what the price is going to be for TYRANN Mattheiu, but I expect it to be between the $15 to $20 million range. Maybe. I'm just guessing. I don't actually have a number or no idea. I wish I did, so. But I appreciate everybody coming to the chat right now. Josh, Donnie, Amali, Viral, George, what's going on, man? Ryan, Joe Cole, what's going on, man? Zachary's in here. I'm awake. Are you? What's going on, man? Stephen Joyce, what's going on, bro? Hope you're having a good day. Bashio. Donnie, what's going on? Stephen says Gilmore after Honey Badger. That would be an interesting one. I don't get why. No, I want to draft a corner this year. I want to draft our future number one next to Slay, bro. That's what I want. I want to draft our future number one. Let Darius Slay, big play Slay, mentor this kid. I'm totally fine with it. I really want to finally draft a corner this year. Seems like they have a lot of interest on cornerbacks right now. They've already brought pre-draft visits in for Sauce. Sauce Gardner visited the Eagles this weekend. Sauce visited the Eagles this weekend. Andrew Booth already came in for a visit as well. So it looks like they might have some interest in McDuffie too. So that could have happened. Trade up for Sauce to take Andrew Booth Jr. And here's another thing. And this is for a video for tomorrow, obviously. But so the interesting thing, what happened yesterday, or I don't know if it was today or yesterday, whatever it is. Okay, let me see if I can put the picture up. Let me actually put the picture up to see if hopefully this is it. No, that's background. What the hell am I doing? Let me try to put a picture up right now. Hold on. So please show up. Please show up. There it is. There it is. So we had Sauce Gardner for the Eagles visit Philadelphia this past weekend. Okay. Now, what's interesting is that what's really interesting about this is that this was from Sauce's IG, okay? Now, George Pickens was actually with Sauce in Philly this past weekend. Why is that? No idea. Did Pickens just say, hey, let me come with you on your visit? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what this tells you. Did George Pickens have a pre-draft visit with the Eagles as well, because at this point, they have not helped this offense at all whatsoever. They haven't had an offensive pre-draft visit yet. The only offensive players you have signed are Devon Allen and obviously Zach Pascal. That's all you've had so far. So do you guys think that George Pickens was here on a pre-draft visit? Obviously, George Pickens at 6'3", like a deep threat receiver at 6'3", like I said, bigger body and, has a lot of speed, great route running. Guy's a great, great receiver. I think one of the most underrated receivers in this draft as well. So I don't know. Sauce put up this post pretty much and like had the emoji with the zipped mouth or whatever. So, I mean, it doesn't mean anything, but why is Pickens with him randomly just in Philadelphia? To me, it makes absolutely no sense. But the only thing that makes sense to me is that he was in for a pre-draft visit as well. Because we didn't find out about Andrew Booth until later on. You know what I mean? Like some of these pre-draft visits you don't even find out about. Like I know they're going to be meeting with Kayvon Thibodeaux and some of these. I'll show this picture later once we get more people in here later on to see what everyone thinks about it, But it's interesting. It's interesting. So I don't know. I always like to think about stuff like this, you know what I mean? So you never know what could happen. George says, I would take TYRANN Mathieu thing, give me anxiety. I just want to see that breaking news. Yeah, I mean, I just want it done at this point. So yeah, I'm trying to figure it out too, bro, because I don't know what that means. Like, why is Pickens with Sauce in Philadelphia? Like, just with him in Philadelphia. Like, is there a reason? Are they like best friends? And he said, "Hey, I'll go on your trip to Philly just for the hell of it." Or was Pickens already there on a pre-draft visit after Sauce or before Sauce or whatever the case may be? George says, I would take them both in the first and the second. Sauce and Pickens. It could happen, man. It could happen. Pickens could play. It's just his health. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. I mean, he probably would have been a first-round pick as well. So, Affer says, don't we have to get safety at this point? We don't have McLeod anymore. Well, yeah, that's why we're trying to sign TYRANN Mathieu right now. If we don't sign TYRANN Mathieu, then we're going to have to figure it out because Eagles might have to wait another year getting a safety. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's more of a next year thing. If they get TYRANN Mathieu, they won't need a safety this year. I'm good with Anthony Harris. I'm good with Rodney was just hurt all the time. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out. Just didn't work out at all. Darius says Pickens has to be taller than 6'3" because he clearly taller than Sauce Gardner. I thought Pickens was 6'3", and he looks like he's a lot taller. So I don't know. I have no idea. Nah, he's 6'3". I don't know. Maybe he was just standing on something. I have no idea. Eagle says, yo, my guy, sorry I missed the shakedown last night. I fell asleep, was exhausted. No, you're good, man. It was a good time. We had a really good time last night. It was a lot of fun. You said Pickens is a great pick at 51. I'd rather have Watson. Yeah, well, it just depends if you want a bigger receiver. That's all. Like Watson is definitely a bigger receiver, definitely slower than Pickens, but still has a lot of speed. So, yo, Mike, what's going on? I hope so too. That's what I say. Those two guys would help us a lot. Rager trade incoming. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. Like teams are looking at Rager's availability. If the Eagles are trading Jalen Rager, I don't know if they think that. I don't know if they're only doing this because he's asking to be traded, or it's something, or it's totally something different. I don't know, or it's something else at this point. So I'm not really sure what the case is right now. No idea. 3-2 cup. I'm not liking these drafts. Drafts where people say need a bigger body receiver. Compared to smaller Devontae Smith. How about just an elite receiver, no matter what size he is? I definitely agree. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter. It's really what the Eagles want. Do they want all speed or do they want a bigger guy? I mean, to me, I like having that bigger receiver, but I don't care. Either or, I'm totally fine with. I have no problem with it. Azriel says, well, Joey, what's the news on Honeybat? Nothing much at all. Until I mean, I'm hearing that the Eagles might sign him in the next 48 hours. I hear that the Eagles are still the front runners, that the Steelers are trying to still get in. There's a couple teams trying to get in to make a push, but I feel like the Eagles are really trying to maintain this. And so far since last week, everything's looked pretty good. So Mike said they should draft me as wide receiver. I got height and size, 6'4", 235. Goddamn, Mike. Yeah, Mike, you would eat me alive, bro. Pause. Chris Scott says, wow, Hunter ran 4.35, 40 shakes. Pickens isn't fast. Oh, really? Really? Interesting. Touchdown rifle. What's up, Joey? What's going on, man? Jody says Sauce was standing further in the background. Yeah, it might. That might be the reason why. Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, why does Pickens look like he's ginormous? I don't know why. Pause. So I don't know what's going on. Watkins, 43 catches for almost 1,000 yards. Oh my good. Yeah, dude. Well, he had what, 60? He had 600. What do you had? 647 yards this year. I think he had 647 for the year. Watkins can be a really good receiver, man. The guy needs more time. Like, no joke. Like, just think about it. He's a 5th, 6th round pick. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he was coming on this roster very slowly. You know, we had Hightower valued more than he was in 2019. You know what I mean? So, I mean, a year later. So you never know what could happen. Yeah, I think it's just a picture, bro. I think it's just a picture of how it looks. I'm not sure. Jay Cocool says, trade Rager to the Chiefs. Need another receiver. They have a lot of picks. We can get lucky. Yeah, I don't know. I was hearing Texans. I think Texans was like the only team I really heard that may have legit interest, but there's probably the Jets might want to trade for a receiver. I mean, the Patriots are looking probably for another receiver. I mean, at this point, you never know. You know what I mean? George says, I would trade 15, 81, Jalen Reagor, and 23, 4th of Carolina, pick 6. I'm hoping to get Sauce. Yeah, I mean, that would be perfect. I mean, who knows if 6 is even high enough to even go get Sauce at this point? You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, you could, but you know, we'll see. You know Tom Grossi. Oh, yeah, Tom Grossi, the Packers fan. Yeah, he actually invaded one of my streams last year. I was streaming, I forgot what game it was. The Eagles were playing on Sunday, and he I guess I was picked to be rated, so he rated my stream, which I thought was pretty cool. So he's a good guy, good dude, by the way. Never talked to him personally, but he seems like a really cool dude. Who that dude says Sauce may be 6 feet. I saw him at bowl game. He is 100. He's 100, not 6'3". Yeah, Sauce, I don't know. I mean, Pickens, I know he is 6'3". Jets said if we don't get Tyrann, we need to go Jameson Williams at 15 and Daxton Hill at 19. Yeah, dude. They have to go defensive line, bro. And look, from what the Eagles are doing right now, and me and Philly 500 talked about it last night, there could be a big possibility the Eagles draft a receiver in the first round because the Eagles have not done anything for this offense. We thought the free agency for the Eagles was going to be mostly offense for free agency, maybe a defensive player here and there, and going into this draft and draft defense because Eagles have not, besides Devon Allen and getting Pascal, you haven't done a damn thing to do anything with this offense. You haven't really done much of anything. You know what I mean? Eden says Rager and a third for. Well, Cook's already signed his 2-year extension, so not even 2 hours after we were kind of interested. So Taylor says final allowance for first are Staley and Wyatt or Staley and Lloyd. Oh yeah, Staley and Wyatt would be on my list right now. Imagine any rumors getting a wide receiver before the. No, like there's been. Look, Pickens was in Philadelphia with Sauce this weekend, so. We don't find out about every pre-draft visit. So with George Pickens on a pre-draft visit as well as Sauce, that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. That's what I'm really trying to figure out because at this point, you know, why is he there? You know what I mean? They haven't done anything to help their offensive free agency. They're not even helping their offense with these pre-draft visits. It's kind of annoying. I don't know what they're doing. Ron said, Eagles, please trade Rager. Needs a new a new I don't care what he does, bro. I'm tired. That guy has the worst attitude I've ever seen in my life, and the guy can't play football for his life. So I'm totally fine. Stop trying to justify your picks, Howie. 3 down, 2 cup. Trader release Rager before June 1st, save $15K in cap space with $3.8 million dead cap. Trader release after June, 1.9 cap, 1.9 in dead. Yeah. So obviously we'd want to get rid of him after June if that's the case. If we can do it, obviously they can redo his deal. I don't know what they could do, but I mean, to get hit by a $3.8 million dead cap, they're not going to care about that at this point. I don't think it's going to matter. Consciousness United says thoughts on trading up from 15 and back on 18. I'd be totally fine trading up for. I would actually do the opposite, to be honest. I mean, I might actually trade up 15. I mean, I would actually probably try to trade up 18, maybe 18. Use one of your 3 5th rounders and maybe. I mean, one of your you have 3 5th rounders, one of your 5th rounders, and maybe a third because you got 2 of them. You could do that. I mean, to move up in the first if you want to, in the top 10. Moving back from 18 would be interesting too. If they were able to get if they feel like there's nobody there and they want to wait, and just say they want to get George Pickens or they want to get that receiver in the second round, they want to get somebody's second round pick. They could do that easily. I think they can get a second round pick, obviously higher than 51. 51 is definitely not a good spot to be in the second round. I feel like there's going to be a lot of players that are going to be passed up on. That a lot of players will be gone by 51. They should move into at least 25 to 30 range, just so they have somewhat of a chance. And if they move a lot earlier, then great, that's awesome. Jameson Williams is a stud at 15. I wouldn't be surprised if Jameson Williams is taken in the first round of this draft, just because he was supposed to be. At the end of the day, like without his injury, he's the number 1 receiver in this draft, and I totally believe it because Treylon Burks wouldn't be my favorite guy right now. On top of Garrett Wilson, Jameson Williams would be my number 1 guy right now, and I still think he's a top 3, top 4 receiver in this draft. But he'll be running by the draft. He'll be ready by training camp. His training looks really good right now. He's coming back full force and he's looking really good. So I don't think he's going to lose any explosiveness. Teams are probably going to worry about him losing explosiveness, and that's what happens with guys that are too fast that get injuries like this. It could affect their speed or affect their athleticism in the long run of things. So it's kind of crazy when you think about it. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Bryce says we might double up on offense. If I'm not wrong, no, they might do it. I take that draft from because me and him were on the phone talking about it for hours, and I totally agreed with it because you take that 2019 draft, drafting Dillard had no pre-draft visit. You drafted Dillard, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Miles Sanders, Christian Thornton, or whatever his name is, the quarterback that we drafted in the 5th round. And Sharif Miller was from Penn State. Sharif Miller was the only guy from that draft defensively in the first 5 picks of the draft. And I think he was the 5th rounder or the 4th round pick. I forgot. But no, I totally get it. I totally understand. I think if it was really what I think they'll do in the first round, I think they'll go trenches. I think they'll go defensive line. I think they'll get an offensive player. Second round, they could go running back. They could go wide receiver. I mean, they could go anything, really. I don't know what they're going to do. They could go offensive line. But unfortunately, the problem with doing this right now is that they didn't get anybody in this offense that was proven this year. They didn't acquire anybody that has some proven talent. Like this core is really young. Offensively, we're very young because, this is why we're not really getting anywhere offensively. Like we don't have any proven talent in this offense, and that's just the way it is right now. Besides Pascal, I mean, you don't have a proven starter that's going to really, lead by example, and these young guys will follow in that walkway. So I don't know what's going to happen here. Pretty boy Waiter says, I hope Eagles draft wide receiver in the first round. Then again, there's enough talent to get a receiver. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, dude. I don't think they have to reach so high for a receiver this year. They really don't. I've always thought they didn't have to do that regardless. So I think they're fine the way they are right now. And can wait it out if they have to. Get enough sleep. Yeah, I'm tired, man. I'm very tired today. Very tired. Mara says you are going to watch the USFL. Yeah, I've been looking at it. I'm gonna see if I can try to watch the Philadelphia Stars. Oh God. It's just weird saying that. I was actually thinking about covering them too, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it though. Maybe next year. If I'd say if the USFL is still here by next year, I'll do it. But Shane says, do you think a team would ever give a 7th for Rager and JJ? Probably. Look, I would give them away for free. I wouldn't even care at this point. Like, it's just a waste of time. If they get anything higher than a 7th round pick, I mean, technically it's not a steal, but it's not a steal from how he drafted them, but it's going to be a steal on their production. Gary says trade Rager and Dillard in a late pick for DK or AJ Brown. Yeah, it's not going to happen, dude. You're going to have to give up a lot. If you're still thinking about trading for a receiver, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. The Eagles are going to have to give up 2 first-round picks for DK, and these guys are trying to get paid over $30+ million a year. You know, it's just that's what's going to happen. Moigar says how he's going DT and defensive end. He's got something different up his sleeve. I don't, as usual. No, he doesn't have anything different up his sleeve as usual because usually he's going to go the total opposite in this draft, and I would love them to do that. I would love them to go defensive tackle and defensive end. If they got Jordan Davis and they got, they moved up for Sauce or they got Andrew Booth, I think it's a steal first round. At the end of the day, I think it's a steal. Shaq says, imagine secondary with Darius Slay, Maddox, TYRANN Mattheiu, and we still haven't signed a cornerback too would be good secondary. Taylor says, I think what is being slipped on talking about running back in the second round. I love Miles, but too injury prone and has some fumbling problems. And the guy hasn't gone out for any passes like he wasn't when he got drafted in 2019. I think that was one thing that Doug really exploited out of Miles was him in the passing game, being a mismatch on linebackers. He was just amazing. I mean, Miles Sanders is a dual threat back, but they just don't use him that way. They really don't. Dank says, I'll be disappointed if we draft another receiver in the first. They might do it, man. Don't be surprised. They might do it. So, Cassie says, I would love you to cover the Philadelphia Stars, something new too. Yeah, no, definitely. Like, look, I have another YouTube channel. I do like this horror. I'm a big horror freak, horror fanatic. So I actually do something else because I enjoy other things too. I wouldn't mind covering another team, to be honest. I really wouldn't mind it just because I don't have time to cover the Sixers. Like, I'm going to be watching all the playoff games, but I just don't cover the Sixers. I just don't have to. I just don't. Number one, I don't have all the channels. I can't even, NFL Sunday tickets are ridiculously expensive. It's like $300 just to watch football. It's like, it's freaking crazy, bro. If you don't live in the area, because I live in New York and I only get Jets and Giants games. Anything New York I get. So it's really annoying. I don't have time to cover the Sixers. Phillies, I know the season just started, and I'm not really a big baseball fan at all. Hockey, I'm not a fan at all. So I can't watch the Flyers. I'm just not a fan of hockey, period. So I don't know. At this point, I'm just covering the Eagles, and yeah, the Philadelphia Stars wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be a bad team to really cover. So problem is, it's like they're just starting now, and like I don't want to waste my time doing it this year if the USFL is going to go out of business next year. I think that's what I'm kind of worried about. And then it's like I do all this work for nothing, because it takes time out of my day doing all this. You know what I mean? Like the Eagle stuff, I'm here every day for it. But, if I take more time out to cover another team, I got to make sure like this thing is actually going to work, that they're going to be in business next year, that the USFL isn't going to drop like the AAF did. You know what I mean? Like the AAF, I actually really liked. I was actually liking it. But then there was no Philly team, which really sucked. But Jordan says, I think how he's built defense in this draft, I don't think he believes in Jalen Hurts. I think he's just going to try to run the ball and score off defense into the playoffs. Yeah, I mean, hey, you might. I mean, this is a run first offense anyway. Run first offense anyway. So, it is what it is. SB said, hey, Joe, any news on TYRANN Mattheiu? There's nothing. I heard some rumors today that they could be signing him in the next 48 hours. That's what I heard so far. So, Mario says, the Pat McAfee. Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, I definitely like that show. I don't mind that show at all. Aaron said, do you think we got top 10 defense this year? This defense got to be top 10. They got to be top 10 in some category this year because I'm telling you right now, like, Gannon is going to have a lot more pieces for this defense this year. He got what he wanted this year. He's going to have a lot more. The hard channel is called the Late Night Massacre. You won't miss it. It's got like a little over 200 subscribers on it. The Late Night Massacre. You'll see it in like red letters, like a black background, red letters says the Late Night Massacre on it. You'll see it. Molly Virus says, "Do you cover the fly?" No, I do not. I do not. Unfortunately, I don't. I tried watching hockey. I just don't like hockey that much. You should get into soccer before the World Cup in November. Yeah, soccer. I played soccer when I was like really little. I used to play soccer. I played soccer for a few years. Bill said, Joey heard a strong rumor that Tyrann Mathieu having a visit to the Bengals. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've heard really nothing. I've heard the Rams too. I've heard the Rams as well. So JPA rumors, teams have called Eagles about Rager. Dude, now it's all over the place about Rager. I've heard the Rams are definitely another team, but I'm just like, there's no way. I just can't believe it right now. All right, so update. Tyrann Mathieu said to Sean McDermott that he would have taken the 3-year, $31 million deal that the Chiefs gave Justin Reed in order to stay there. Dude, that's crazy. That's crazy, though. Yeah, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Huh. Chris says we have a lot of talent on offense. Top 3 offensive line: D. Smith, Quez Watkins, Garrett Sanders. We need a receiver with size and speed to open this. Yeah, I agree. We need somebody else. And you have to really rely on. Shane Steichen, the offensive coordinator. I think he's on the hot seat this year because I don't think he's doing right by Hurts. Number one, number two, his play design is horrible. He's just putting the wrong players. It's just in not position for Jalen Hurts. I don't know. It's just Devontae Smith's not getting treated like a number one receiver, which he's not. For a run first offense, Devontae Smith had good stats. I mean, he had good stats for this year for what we were and how not perfect it was. It wasn't a bad year. You know what I mean? But he could do better. It's not Devontae Smith's fault, but Anthony says, I'm on lunch break right now. Enjoy the vids. I appreciate what you do, keeping us updated. Of course, bro. Thanks, Anthony. Yeah, so we're going to probably do a night stream. Tomorrow, we're actually probably going to do a night stream tomorrow. Probably like 10 o'clock, like a late night stream tomorrow night. I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? Instead of doing a stream early, we might actually do one late. Just for the hell of it. Just, I don't know. Just to switch it up a little bit. So we'll see. Wilson, is it weird think BG has more sacks than Cox? That sounds really wrong, but I don't know. Roland said, random question, but what made you become a Philly sports team fan? Did you live in Philly, raised or foot? Oh, hell no. I mean, I've been a New Yorker my whole entire life. I think it was like 2009. What was it? It was 2000. It was probably like middle school, like 7th grade, I think. I think I made a bet. I think the Jets were facing the Eagles or something like that. And I made some type of bet with the Eagles or something. And I was playing football at the time, but I really wasn't watching football religiously like when I was a lot smaller. And I don't know. It's crazy. It's just kind of crazy. And that's pretty much how it went. And I just kept watching them. And yeah. It was great. Fantastic. So, Jonas says, what up, Joey? How's your day going? I wanted to say rip to Philly 500 father-in-law and rip Dwayne Haskins. What? Oh, man. Really? Dude, I got to hit Philly up right now. Oh, dude, what the hell? I didn't hear that. Oh, wow. Prayers to 500 and his family, man. That's horrible. That's horrible, dude. I got to hit him up. had no idea. I had no idea. Well, I'll definitely hit him up when I'm done with this today. I did not even know that. Eric says, do you want Tyrann or do you think he's out of his prime and not worth? No, I think he could still play for another few years. I think he could definitely help a team he could definitely help a defense out. I mean, 100%. He can make the calls. He can still make the tackles. He plays really big. So soccer is hard to watch. Chris got a Bengals to sign Bates for a huge contract. They're not paying to say. Yeah, I was just about to. I actually was just thinking about that before. I think they were on the verge of signing another safety, or they already did. I'm like, you said we're going to be top 3 if Howie draft the right players first round. I hope so, dude. I hope so. Yo, MG, what's going on, man? Who that dude says, got it subbed. I love horror and paranoia. Oh, awesome, dude. I haven't made a video in like a week, but I just started like maybe a month or 2 ago. But it's doing pretty well. It's different for me, and it's a lot of fun. So Bill said, Joe, I heard he wants more than the Chiefs sign. Yeah, from what it looked like on here, it looked like he wanted, pretty much the new contract, probably the new contract that Justin Reed got. He would have. Well, obviously they didn't keep him for a certain reason. So, I mean, Justin Reed is younger, isn't he? I mean, he is younger somewhat, isn't he? Limit Cod says Bryce Young and CJ Stroud going to be an Eagle. I'm excited. Mount says great. Geoff Monster reporting teams have called about Rager. Yeah, that's what the news is coming out now about it. I hope they get rid of him, bro. I hope it's done. I hope Howie came to his senses and says that there's really no point. Derek says, do you think Ojabo could fall to us in the second? Oh, 100%. I don't think he's drafted in the first round. I think he'll be taken in the second. At 51, he might drop. 3 down, 2 cups. So it's not like Jalen doesn't have any weapons. I do believe Howie's going to draft 2 receivers in the first 4 rounds, but with the weapons we have, Jalen needs to show progression in reading defenses. I definitely agree. Benny says, who's more popular in your area, Jets or Giants? You know what? I really can't tell popular-wise. Like, I know a lot of Jet and Giant fans. I really don't know, to be honest. If I were to say probably Giant fans, just because I've seen more Giant than Jet fans. Mister, you ready for the NFL for the draft pick? Dude, I'm pumped. Mario, I'm pumped for the draft. Suo, what's going on, man? No, we're chilling, dude. We're chilling. So so we just talked like tomorrow night. We're probably gonna do a stream tomorrow night instead of tomorrow during the day. So this way everyone's out of work, and we might do like an hour tomorrow night. We're not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna stream until 2 a.m, but we'll stream for a good hour tomorrow night. If we could definitely do that. We're definitely gonna have a call in soon. I want to do a round table as well. With Eagle before the draft. I want to try to get it done. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I'm trying to get a cast around for a round table. That's what I'm trying to get done as of right now. So Demetri says teams are calling up for Jalen Reagor. Thank you, Lord. Dude, I swear, get this man off my team, bro. Get this man off this team. Do the Eagles take Stingley if Gardner is gone, or take one of the Rays here? I would take a chance on Stingley in a heartbeat. I would take a chance on him. No joke, I would. Conscious United said, what would you be your favorite running back in this draft? I've been really liking the bruiser back from Michigan, Hassan Haskins, man. I've been watching a lot of him, and I just did a channel membership on him the other day. And Hassan Haskins is intriguing to me. Like, he's got that really good jump cut. He's a bruiser back. It's got some elusiveness in his footwork, which I really do like. And he could be probably a 4th, 5th round pick. I think mostly 5th round. So Hassan Haskins, I would love to bring here if it was up to me. But Young Jing said, I think we should take Davis to 15 or trade up. Also take 18 at number 18 and trade back with the Chiefs and get 29-30. Get Brisker and Alam Booth Jr. or Burks. That'd be interesting. Yeah, Burks will be definitely drafted in the first round. Kyer Alam, I think one of the most underrated corners, but he is physical. He is a little grabby with the jersey, so I want to see how well he does. But Jordan Davis, I would love too. That's like my top dude. Tim said Sauce and George Pickens were shopping in Philly. Yeah, so I actually put up this photo before. Yeah, this I just don't get. Like, did Pickens have a pre-draft visit? There's no way that he just hung out. Oh, let me just hang out with you in Philadelphia. I feel like there's more to it than that. I feel like Pickens was in Philadelphia for a pre-draft visit. That's what I feel as of right now, what was going on. So I'll have a video on this to kind of look at more information on it. So I'll have a couple of videos out tomorrow morning. I'll have probably 2 videos out tomorrow on top of a stream as well. So we'll be ready to go, ready to move along. Chris said, Shakes, where in New York? I'm in Westchester County. Sua says, I'll be there. I fell asleep and missed Shake. Nah, you're good, bro. You're good. You're good. We'll have it back on Philly 500's channel this week. So we're back this Saturday. 3 down 2 I would trade Rager for a backup punter. Yeah, probably a punter that'd be better than Aaron Sippos. Betting move, if Rager is on the block, what would be his trade? Not much, to be honest. Look, if the Eagles get higher than a higher pick for him, I'd be fine with it. You know, we'll get a steal for him just because if we can get a higher pick from what he's given in his production, I'd be totally fine with it. So Coach says Breece Hall and Walker will be best running backs. Tyler Algier from BYU. Yeah, I did watch Kenneth Walker and Breece Hall as well. Derek said, why did the Eagles sign Devin Allen? I have no idea, bro. I have no idea. I'm thinking he's going to be either special teams. He'll definitely help with special teams because he's got good vision. He's got a lot of speed. He runs a 4.3 as of right now. So, he hasn't played an NFL snap, guys. He hasn't played since 2016 when he was in Oregon. So he hasn't played in a while. And he was in Oregon's pro day on Friday, and the Eagles took a chance and they picked him up. So. If you can get me your hard channel, I will subscribe ASAP. Yeah, dude, and look, at the end of the day, with my other channel, I'm not just trying to get subscribers on it. I like subscribers, I want people to actually watch, you know what I mean? Like, I want people to watch the channel, and I'm not just trying to get sub numbers on it just because, you know what I mean? That's why I don't really mention it to some of the Eagles community about my other channel, just because, I just don't want to be talking Eagles on there, but I'm putting videos on there regardless, but I'll put it on here. I'll have it on here. Who that says Eagles better not call the Saints about a trade this time? Y'all can have Rager. Sorry, yeah, he's pretty sorry, bro. I have to agree. But hey, look at the Saints. Already some news about the Saints this morning. I did read that there could be potentially a quarterback. Could be potentially getting after Malik Willis or Kenny Pickett. Could be on their board as of right now. They got the picks to move up to do it. So. Lou says 100%. We have so many picks. We shouldn't trade back for. We shouldn't trade back for sure. 3 down says, since I'm a member, requesting a Donovan Bam Knight reaction vid. He is who I am praying we get in the mid round. So replace Miles Sanders when we don't resign him. Donovan Bam Knight reaction vid. Let me put that in my notes real quick. Because I don't really know the running back class too much, but I have it. I just put it in my notes. So, all right, yeah, we'll definitely do that then. I'll do a couple more. I'll do an extra channel membership on him if you definitely want. I'll do that. We'll be ready to go. Jake Sub said, if you had to guess, just throwing a team out there, where do you think Rager would get? Dude, it could really be anybody. It could be the Texans could get a receiver. I mean, it could really be anybody at this point. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, they haven't listed any teams yet of who's called or what's going on, but Eric said, I'll trade Rager for a chicken sandwich. I'm hungry. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Bill said Tyrann Mathieu wants to be back in Kansas City, but Andy Reid never offered him that. Yeah, no, I mean, he would have took that contract apparently. So we'll see. If we don't get Honey Badger, who will be our safety? At this point, it's not going to be Marcus Epps. I think at this point they're going to go into the draft, and I mean, Yeah, if they want to go after Pitre from Baylor, they want to go after Jaquan Brisker. I really like Jaquan Brisker. I've almost fallen in love with, no joke. Like because he's an in the box safety that can move from safety to corner to he could be a pass rusher. I mean, you could do so much with him and line him up anywhere you want. Brisker, I've fallen in love with, every time I see him play. So it's been great. Man said, for all we know right now, it seems the Eagles will go Williams and Wyatt in the first. Also, Roger McCreary at 51 would be a steal. Yeah, McCreary is probably one of the most underrated corners in this draft. Very physical corner, a lengthy corner too. Jameson Williams is such a Howie pick. I don't doubt it. Jameson Williams coming to Philadelphia. Coming off injury, was supposed to be, would be the best receiver in this draft without his injury. So it's a very Howie pick just for that reason. You know what I mean? Aaron says, you want this singing TYRANN Mattheiu. Philly Raptors, the football gods want Philly to build a top 3 defense and continue to run the football. My only concern with Honey Badger is that Big Red is really good at letting players go at the right time. I'm awake. RU says no snaps for Ward. I want Ward. I mean, Ward should have had more of a chance last year. It's what really pissed me off. Like, as a starting receiver, like Jalen Reagor, and he gets more opportunity than anybody else. It really pisses me off. Chris Scott says, I'm South Jersey, Berlin. I'm an hour and a half from Giants. Oh, nice. I'm about 45 minutes from Giants Stadium, so I'm pretty close myself. Happy Monday, Patia. Converge says Jameson Williams just seems like an Eagle. Yeah, dude, like Jameson Williams is going to be, I mean, if you get Jahan Dotson in the second round too, because that guy could run. That guy could run routes. That guy could catch. I mean, the quarterback for Penn State isn't good from what I've seen because he's underthrown a lot of balls to Dotson where he could have had a lot more touchdowns than what he had. So Benny says, is Miles' contract year, do you think he's worth re-signing, or should they? I don't think you're going to sign him for $40-50 million. For me, I think paying a running back is just a waste of money because you have the offensive line to plug in whoever you want for the future. I mean, you have an offensive line right now that you could plug in players. So, yo, Roderick, what's going on? I know it's a good chance we'll get Jordan Davis, but I hope Howie makes it a priority, a touch up on the secondary. Yeah, I really want to get the future cornerback. I really do. Like, I really want to bring in a cornerback in the first round and have Big Play Slay mentor him until he leaves, and then this guy becomes the number 1 corner. Like, plus Maddox too, man. Like, Maddox has played really well. I was actually shocked last year when we re-signed him to when we locked him up too for a 3-year deal. So it was pretty interesting to see what we're doing. Pretty interesting. We got 221 in the chat, guys. Very, very tired today. very, very tired today. It's been a long, few days. Between the flood in my house, I had to get my car fixed. My car broke down. It was a crazy week this week. But I do appreciate everybody coming in. 220 people. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't. We cover the Eagles every day. Check out some of the videos, live streams. We're going to be streaming every single day until the draft. So definitely check it out. We'll be streaming the draft as well with Philly 500. So it should be a lot of fun. Like the stream before you leave. It does help the channel out a lot. Check out the memberships in the pinned comment, miscellaneous videos, draft highlight reactions, anything that I really just can't put up on YouTube. There's some other stuff I just can't put up on YouTube because of copyright. Definitely check out some of the memberships. Any tier, doesn't matter what you get. It's all for support, man. It's all for support and extra content if you guys want it. So let's see. Who said Pickett or Willis, the only 2 QBs I like. Yeah, I would. I think you guys I think if you guys want the higher ceiling, I think you guys get Willis. I think the higher ceiling would be good for you guys down the road. Eagles fan says there's a rumor that Jaguars are taking Travon Walker. Dude, Travon Walker has been like the top 3, top 4. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Like Travon Walker, 6 sacks for Georgia, had a really good combine, had a good pro day. I mean, I don't know. I'm not even hearing Aiden Hutchinson's name too much. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. It's kind of nuts. There I said we need to draft a running back and punter, Matt Ariza, in the 5th round. I heard him a lot. Yo, Philly, the podcast. What's going on, man? Bold prediction: 3 QBs will go top 15. Dude, that'll be fantastic. That'd be fantastic. The more QBs that are taken, the better that we're going to be in this draft. I mean, some players are definitely going to drop down if that's the case. So I'll be really happy about that. Guys, haven't subscribed to Philly, the podcast. Joe Castro, one of my good buddies on here. Definitely subscribe to his channel. It works really hard. A lot of live streams, covers the Eagles, the draft, everything, does his mock stuff. Become a member on that channel too, because he covers a lot on there as well. So definitely subscribe if you guys have not. This is the man that does the Philly Shakedown intro. This is the guy with the you know, the familiar voice. So definitely check him out. So Joe, I appreciate you coming in, man. Thank you so much, dude. Chris says, I'm a huge fan of all horror flicks. I've probably watched over. All right, well, that's great. Then you're going to love my channel then. So you're going to love it. You're going to love it. All right, hold on. Yeah, so this is the hard channel. If you guys want, look, don't like if you guys aren't interested in it, you're not gonna watch anything. Don't even subscribe because at this point, like I'm really trying to build like something different. It's just for something else, you know. It's just something else I'm working on right now. But I've been doing it for like 2 months. Convert says trade Rager an 18th pick for DK. One hand says imagine Rager trade the Chiefs chicken nuggets and becoming the new Tyreek Hill. Yeah, no, impossible. But imagine. Luck says, would you be cool with giving Matthew a 3-year, $40 million deal? If they can afford it, I mean, the cap doesn't mean anything. Like the Eagles have probably $19 million in cap, maybe a little bit less than that. I don't know at this point. I mean, that's the last number that I saw. You know, if the Eagles, you know, you could if you want to fit a certain player, you'll get him under the cap. I mean, the Eagles will just have to make a couple more moves if that's the case, but we'll see what the contract's going to look like. We'll see. Young said, hey, Joe, do you think we should draft the tight end? I really liked Darius Jr. and Jelani Woods in the fourth. Yeah, Jelani Woods, I really liked at the combine a lot. I haven't looked at tight ends much as well as running backs. Like I said, I'm looking at more running backs now than tight ends. I don't think they drafted tight end early. You know, Tyree Jackson's coming off an ACL. You know, Jack Stahl is mostly you know, he does all the dirty work. He's mostly a blocking tight end, but I want to see him get more balls as well. So, you know, we'll see what the number 2 tight end comes into. You know, we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen with that position. Big Playboy 445. What's going on, man? Fly, let's fly, dude. 3 down says the contract time was referring to Justin Reed for 3 years, $32 million. They offered him that he would have stayed. Yeah, that's what I just read before. One hand says Jameson Williams is just Speed Wilson better. I don't agree with that. I think he's got route running. I think Williams definitely has route running. 100%. I think he would be the best receiver in this draft without that injury. I'm not kidding. Bang Bang Burger said that would be cool if 3 years, $40 million for Badger. Converse said the Eagles should just build the ultimate Alabama team. I agree with that. Antonio says, Joey, I am with you on Brisker. Yo, dude, definitely. Yeah, sorry, Jonathan Bam Knight from North Chester. Autocorrect there. Oh, Zonovan Bam Knight. Okay, I got it. Versus the best contract Miles will you offer 4 years. Dude, I wouldn't even pay that, dude. I don't think they're paying. Look, like I said, like now he's taking this year serious. I mean, he's you know, this is going to be a big year for him. This is a contract year for Miles. So hoping he stays healthy. Hope he balls out this year. Robert, what's going on, man? He said, good afternoon, Joey. Any news on TYRANN? Just got home from work. Nah, nothing much, man. I mean, we're still kind of waiting right now. The Eagles are making a push to sign him. That's the last news we've heard so far. Chris, the crazy thing is Jay Williams running around 3 months after surgery. He'll be ready for. Yeah, he'll be ready. Yeah, he'll be running he'll be running by the draft, and he'll be ready by training camp. Banks says corner is what I'll be chanting on draft night. Yeah, I agree. They have a huge chance right now to draft a corner in the first round and get your number 1 corner in here for the future. So, Viz says, I see Jalen Reagor going to be conditional 7th rounder and 100 gift cards to TGI Fridays. Yeah, that'd be a good deal. I like Chili's a lot better, though. It's Okay, I'm surprised at how he's taking calls because he likes to justify. Well, he's gonna have to justify this pick. He's got no choice. Like it's not a good pick. I mean, if he thinks he's going into his third year at this point, he's shown no flash of nothing, no flash. It's really concerning. It's really concerning. I don't know what they're supposed to do out of this, but. Conversely, Jameson Williams has good hand speed and great at locating the ball. His route running can use work, not the best, but something he can get better at. Convert truly says doubtful, even if they are interested in Willis, he will be there at 15. So for after Andre Dillard is probably the only player of the trade block who will be viewed as valuable by another team. No one wants JJ regular. For some reason, their team's calling. I mean, teams are just wanting to. As of right now, there's a lot of teams that are trying to trade for a receiver right now, and I know Rager's not the top guy to trade for, but it's a guy that still has 2 years left on his contracts on a cheap deal. So if somebody picks him up, Steele says just don't take Willis and I'll be fine. Mark said, what up, peeps? What's new, Joy? Chilling, Marcus. Not much, man. Venom said they should draft Venom King from Philadelphia with the number one pick. Benny says, just to let you know, I'm a huge Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy, and Leatherface fan. Yeah, I just put the channels in the description. My hard channels in there. If you guys want to, if anyone's interested in stuff like that, I'm doing streams of like playing these horror games. Some of my friends I know personally and some other stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Soon as I watched Karlaftis from him against Ohio State, he's legit. No, I think he's going to be good, but the combine, I thought he looked a little stiff. Like, is he my top defensive end? No. I would definitely draft Jermaine Johnson in front of him. He was a Georgia transfer, and look what he did at Florida State. I thought he did fantastic. So we did not get him yet. Rico says, I feel like Jameson Williams will actually listen to Devonta Smith and route running, unlike Rager, Smith, Quez, Williams will be dangerous. Yeah, I think maybe he'll if Jameson Williams comes here, he's gonna make his mark. I mean, he's gonna make his mark and he's gonna be fire. Coming to the NFL, I think he's gonna do really well. Steele says, when you watch the Eagles and Steelers games, Philadelphia, you're going to see a lot of terrible towels, but I can't wait for the game. So we're playing it in Pittsburgh this year? 17, 18, 19. Yeah, I think so because we played in Philly, I think, last time. I think, from what I remember. Ron says 4 years, $30 million is too much for a running back. Jazz Steelers are as nobody can take over Philly. Nice try. Robert says, I was watching videos on Staley and Sauce, honestly. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. And plus their mentalities are so good. Like, I love how they just have this, I'm the best player, and that's what you're going to have to deal with type of mentality, which I really do like, too. So, Robert says, honestly, I like Staley better. I hit send. No, you're good. You're good, man. You are good to go, bro. Eagles and I said Olave is not faster than Jameson Williams. No, definitely not. No, he's fast, but not as fast. No. Oh, we're playing in Philadelphia. Okay. So we are playing in Philly. Yeah. Then no. Then no. You're not taking over. It's not going to happen. It is definitely not going to happen, bro. I'm sorry to say, but I don't think so, man. I don't think it's going to happen for it. Dave says, I was disappointed Miles off the injured, never got in the end zone at all. I think they could draft a running back third, fourth running back and I'd be okay with our O-line. Yeah, like I said, like I don't think they're like, unfortunately, Miles Sanders is one of my favorite players on this team. It's just unfortunate because, he didn't get in the end zone. I want to see more Kenneth Gainwell, more Boston Scott. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think Jordan Howard is here right now. So I would definitely draft another running back this year, and there's plenty of them. So I would do it 100%. I think what's going on, man. True Eagles fans aren't like Chargers. No, Chargers are a whole different story. Their stadium gets taken over easily. Chris says, I don't see your hard channel description. No, it's not in the description. I just put the link. Just click on the link. I literally just put the link in the live chat right now. I just put it down. Just click on that link and you're good. Zachary says Eagles Olave ran 4.26 combine. He was rarely tackled in college. Will says, how many offensive defensive picks do you hope we make? I'm hoping first round we go all defense. That's what I'm hoping. Second round, they want to go after a receiver. Totally fine with that. A running back between the third and fifth. Grab another linebacker, grab a safety. I don't know. I mean, at this point, it just depends on. I want to see what goes on with this. I want to see what goes on with this TYRANN Mattheiu situation before anything. Converse says, I didn't look at combine. I look at how players run the field. Williams seems faster on the field. Well, the 40 time is overrated anyway, but it's nice to see how fast they can run. But I think as a playmaker standpoint, Jameson Williams takes the cake. I think he takes the cake. Rio says, Joey, what happens if Rager turns around and gets 700, 800 yards next season? Do we still try to trade him? Nah, dude, I don't. If he produces that much, I'll be shocked. But I hardly doubt it. I doubt it. If he produces that, then yeah, you keep him. But he's not going to put those numbers up. It's just not going to happen. Sua says 2 Bama boys at wide receiver would be sick. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Have Jameson Williams opposite Devontae Smith. Be fan. Will Stenson, man, if the Eagles could sign a honey badger today on my birthday, would be, oh, happy birthday, Will. Everybody say happy birthday to Will Stentz. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for coming in. Go get off the street, man. Go celebrate your birthday, bro. Go celebrate your birthday. Jeff, the Eagles and Steelers have one of the best traveling fan bases. Packers and Niners, we could take over stadiums. Trey Smith says, go Cowboys, but nice train. Appreciate it, man. Trey, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. All Cowboys fans are welcome. I really don't get too many of them on here. Maybe there's like 2 or 3 that I know of on here, but not too many. Yeah, definitely happy birthday to Will Stentz, man. Willie S. Happy birthday to Willie S. Let's see what else is going on. I don't know what's going on, man. I want something to happen today. I just want it to be over with. Like 51 in the second round is not a good pick. I don't think. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, this is. It's just weird how George Pickens must have had a pre-draft visit with the Eagles, bro. If the Eagles are at 51, they definitely got to move up. They definitely got to move up 100%. I think it's got to happen. I think they need to give it a shot and just get it done. So you see, the first few waves of free agency are in the rear view mirror, but plenty of big names. So what names are available still out there right now in free agency? You have Jadeveon Clowney, which still hasn't signed. I would have signed at this point. I would have signed Jadeveon Clowney over Derek Barnett, 100%. Gilmore still available. TYRANN Mattheiu, J.C. Treader, and Julio Jones are the rest of your shout out. Hold on. Shout out to Brad Spielberg. Actually, not Brad, to Ryan Rollman that sent me that just not too long ago. Because I just the update on pretty much what's going on with the free agents that are left here. Boo, Cowboys and Steelers. Desrick said, what is the main rivalry of the NFC East of the past decade or so? The main rivalry? It's probably been Eagles-Cowboys. Probably. I say it's the main rival of the. I think it's the main rival of the East. Victor says, "Who do you want to be the first 2 picks?" Fan from Brazil. All the way from Brazil. That's awesome. Me, I'd pick Jordan Davis at 15, and I would trade up for Sauce Stingley or have Andrew Booth or pick Andrew Booth. That's just me. That's just me. Zarek says speed is the fact of the receiver on Lavi, literally a complete receiver route running. Cowboys say Cowboys Giants. Yeah, I mean maybe at their point of view, maybe that's what they think. I guess I don't know. Maybe that's the case. The Raptor side, I'd say everyone in NFC East has a rivalry with Cowgirls. Giants versus Eagles is real too. Yeah, Giants versus, especially like, what's really, what makes it more exciting when two teams in the NFC East are really good and they play a really good game. You know what I mean? And plus, sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes it's just with these division games, they're always close, regardless of who has the better roster. You know what I mean? Or Robert says, who would we have to jump in front to get Sauce? Yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah, top 6, probably. He's a top 7 pick, in my opinion. I don't think if the Eagles hit 6, you got to pray that the Giants don't pick him. The Giants have, 5? That's the only team I'm looking. I think 6 would be the safe spot to go to. Stingley, you'll have to move up past 9. You'll have to move 9 or higher, because you'll have to at least trade up with Seattle, because Seattle wants a quarterback. They don't have to be up at number 6 to reach for a quarterback. So I think they can move back. I think that's definitely the Seahawks are definitely trap candidate. Think about it. I don't want I don't want Stingley to get to 12, because I think the Vikings are going to pick Stingley at 12, because Gladney's gone. They just signed Patrick Peterson to a 1-year deal, so they're pretty much, they need another cornerback right now. I don't want another LSU product going to the Vikings. You don't. Plus, Washington's at 11. I'm not worried about the Ravens at 13, just because I think they're going for linebacker. They were in on Von Miller, Bobby Wagner, so I think they're going to Kobe Dean, Devin Lloyd with that first-round pick, probably. That defense is going to be so insane this year for the Ravens. It's going to be crazy. I'll put this. You're the man, Joe. Thanks for making my Monday go fair. I appreciate it, Pathia. Thank you so much for coming in. Never said Williams had great hands. His route running isn't Devontae Adams' route running, but it's solid. So it says they said the same thing about Jefferson coming out, and look what he does. Don't sleep on Olave. There's what I said, but the main one, like Browns fans talk about the rivalry with the Steelers, but that hasn't been relevant for 20 years. The main one is reality. Ravens Steelers has been always a big one for me as well. Ryan says, I looked at the list of Tyrann Mathieu best fit in Philadelphia Eagles on PFF. I hate PFF, but I'll take it. Josh says, Joe, you're going to call Washington the Commanders, Crommies football team, or Redskins. My son and I still call them the Redskins. Dude, Josh, I don't blame you, dude. If that was me, I wouldn't call them the Commanders. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Sorry, but I don't blame you for still calling them the Redskins. I really don't. I think that name is really bad. I think it's a horrible name. Not even trying to clown on Washington, but, was it good? Let's see. Timmy says, do you think we should bundle Rager and Diller together for possibly a third sort of long shot, but top 100 pick for 2 scrubs is not a bad return, in my opinion? I wouldn't mind it. But I doubt that's going to happen. But a 3rd-round pick, I'd take it. For 2 players, I'd take it. At this point, get another 3rd-round pick for this year, be fine with it. I don't even care if they trade Rager and Diller and they got a 3rd-round pick for 2024. I don't even care at this point. You know what I mean? Maria says, best draft for Eagles staying pat, McDuffie, Wyatt. I'm not big on McDuffie that early. Just not. You draft a – the problem is you draft a corner in the 1st round because of his man coverage. You don't draft a guy because of his own coverage in the 1st round. I think I draft Booth over McDuffie because he has good man coverage and he has a nice balance because he can play zone as well. I think Booth is better than McDuffie because McDuffie only plays mostly inside, and he's a small corner on top of it. You know what I mean? Which he's about Avonte Maddox size too. So I don't think McDuffie will be a bust. I just don't think. I think he's too much of a reach, like top 20. I don't know. He might get drafted late first, but I don't think he's worth it though. NJ says, Joey, what's up, buddy? Hope all's well. Dude, I hope all's well too, man. Hope you're having a good day. Say once Williams is healthy, imagine him with Devonta Smith. Damn. Zary says, why did Jameson Williams have the transfer from Ohio State if he's better? Well, I don't know. I mean, this usually happens. Like, when did he transfer? Did he transfer after a year? I mean, I don't know, like, when he transferred. Like, the same thing with, what's his face? Jermaine Johnson. He transferred from Georgia to Florida State, and look what he did. You know what I mean? So And Jermaine Johnson, I've seen Jermaine Johnson top 10, Travon Walker top 3, top 4. You know, it just, to me, it makes no sense. Ryan says Tyrann Mathieu, Darius, and Kaiser White, Hassan Reddick would be, dude. I'm telling you, it's this defense has definitely improved, man. It's definitely improved already, and I think getting Tyrann Mathieu is the icing on the cake. And then you go into this draft, get another defensive tackle, plus getting your corner of the future finally, dude. And look, at the end of the day, if this defense doesn't work out this year with the weapons and Gannon just falls apart, falls flat on his face, he's gone. I think he's on the hot seat this year anyway. You know what I mean? I think he's definitely on the hot seat. Robert says, how far will you use the 18th pick and say a third round pick would get us to we're in the top 10? I would add look, if you want to move up, like I would just add in, look, I would add the 18th, a third, a fifth. You have 3 fifth round picks. I would use at least one of those fifth rounders. You got 3 fifth rounders this year, so. McDuffie's too small, plus I don't trust Washington cornerbacks. Isn't anyone like it about Alam, quarterback from Florida? Flyos Fly says, should we trade Dillard and Rager for Claypool? I would love that, but probably won't happen, though. Tim said, at this point, I'm going to take a receiver in the first, but I like the idea of trading back from 18 from Tampa to 27 on extra second rounder, and Tyler Johnson guy is really underrated. Sean said, I like the wide receiver fans are mentioning that in the chat, but for our sake, I think Jalen Tolbert would be the best fit here. Ray said, if we don't take Stingley or Sauce at 15, I say we trade back and draft Daxton. Sylvan said, Jameson Williams transferred because he wanted to win. Oh, yeah. That's a good one right there. Files said, who do you say it was on the hot seat this year? Sorry. I would say hot seat-wise, it's Gannon, and it's going to be Shane Steichen. Offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator will be on the hot seat. Shane Steichen's got to have better play design. And use the right players to get open, and use Devontae Smith like your number one, and throw the ball to Quez a lot more, and just utilize more plays. Stop with the screen passes, because early in the year, we barely ran the ball. We threw way too many screen passes. It was pretty bad. I mean, it got better. Obviously, the run game would begin the number one rushing offense in the league, but Booth, a project, Alam, and Mccreary over him. I don't know. I like Booth. Alam is good. I don't know. I think he's fit. I think he's one of the most underrated corners. I think he's just a little grabby. That's all. I just want to see if he's going to get away with what his coverage in the NFL. He covers, he's very handsy. So Gigi Menace says, what up, Joey? Let's make a move today. It's been a snooze fest. Well, the Eagles have been really quiet the past few days. Tyrann Mathieu stuff has been going on. So just wait for it. Just wait for it. Eric says, how do you feel about drafting Sam Williams from Ole Miss in the third or fourth at one less sack than Johnson, more hurt? Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Look, if you draft a guy that's a rotational guy in the third round that can get more pressures, I'm totally fine with that. You know what I mean? And Nathaniel says, Joey, the buzz is growing that Rager's being traded, just reported by Kim. Multiple reports have inquired. Yeah, dude. Shush, do not mess this up. Yeah, I know, dude. That's what I've been reading, dude. It's all over the place. It's all over the place right now. So I'm pretty pumped for it, man. I really hope they get rid of Rager. I really hope they do. I really hope that they just get rid of him and just prove a point. I hope they just prove a point. We'll see, though. We will see. See, Steven Joyce says, build a defense and run the ball. We will be good. Marislade says, Sylvan Sons, that's not true. Williams transferred because he was like fifth on the depth chart, wasn't getting any real playing time, so he left, save his career. He even said that. Yeah, because if they don't transfer and they know they have all this talent, then, they're not going to go and get into the NFL draft. They're not going to be a high draft pick. So, Greenfinger said, what up, Joey? Give me your pick for a real deep dark horse in the second round, like a deep one. Oh, man, a deep dark horse pick. I think someone said it earlier because I really think if they just say they don't go corner in the first, they could go corner in the second and go get Mccreary. I think he'd be one of the most underrated signings we have because Mccreary can ball. He could play. If it's not Mccreary, then I could see the Eagles. Oh, man. Jalen Tolbert. Yeah, a lot of people have been saying, a couple guys have been saying Jalen Tolbert as well. Maurice's Booth can't handle big receivers and whiffs on many tackles as he makes. And said multiple teams have inquired about Rager and how the hell Howie thought he was the first. They've offered mockery and laughter, but no picks thus far. Eagles champ says, Joey Cheek, what's up? I'm at work. Go Eagles, get Rager out of here. Let's go. Yeah, dude. Definitely gotta get him out of here. Cyclone says, Rager Dillard in a second for Metcalf. I know I'm beating a dead horse. No, it's, dude, I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? Like, I just think he's going to cost more than 2 first-round picks at this point because, I mean, from what the rumors were, the Jets offered the 10th overall alone just to get DK in a trade. So, nobody wants to play for the Jets either. A report came out that nobody wants to play for the Jets. Nobody wants to play for the Jets, and, you know, the Jets passed up on a lot of players this free agency as well as the Eagles did, so. I like McCreary better than McDuffie. Okay, I can agree. I can agree with that. So you got Eagles fan says Brand Smith, Penn State is my sleeper. I haven't looked at Brand Smith from Penn State. Lewis says Metcalf is a go route special. That's it. Trent says, yo, Joey, I'm going to the Eagles facility for a college trip on the 19th. Need me to tell Howie anything? Yeah, Howie's got to get his crap together. Get rid of Jalen Rager. Go draft the corner of the future and go get your big defensive tackle in the first round. That's what he's got to do. Imagine if the Eagles pulled a fast one on us and actually got a linebacker in this draft in the first round with Nakobe Dean or Devin Lloyd. It probably won't happen now. After that Kaiser White signing, I kind of fell flat with the whole Nakobe Dean Devin, the Devin Lloyd thing going on. So, who that says not getting DK for Rager? And come on, think nobody would do that? No, nobody would. We always like to dream. Dreaming is a nice thing. We always like to dream about it. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Yeah, it's going to be quiet today. I feel like within the next 2 days, we're going to hear something. I feel like between now until Wednesday, we're definitely going to hear something. 100%. 100%. That's how I feel. As of right now, that's definitely how I feel. Between now and, yeah, I think something's going to happen. Eric Holmes said Rager might have a breakout year this year. I totally doubt it, bro. Timmy says, did you know Rager led the league in negative yardage plays for? Oh yeah, 100%. Because he was at negative yards for a couple. I think he was in negative yards for like a couple games this year. Like no joke. Dewan says, what would you give up for Devontae Adams? Well, Devontae Adams got a new deal with the Raiders. That's going to be impossible. So he was never realistic. He was saying, I accidentally grabbed my bag, still working until 7 p.m. Forgot I'm not Rager. I don't need to grab my bags and leave that Rager job as of now. Adam says something is going to happen. We're bringing back Nate Gary. Oh my God. Limit says Rager might have a what? I don't know. I have no idea. I was reading somebody's thing. I don't know what it said. Like I said, Joey, would you take Jameson with the 15th pick because Saints want him so he might not make it past 16? I don't know, dude. Like, I wouldn't because even though I like him a lot, I wouldn't mind him playing here. I just wouldn't because I really want to draft defense in the first round. But at the same time, Eagles haven't done nothing with this offense free agency wise. Okay, Devin Allen and Pascal doesn't count. It doesn't count. I think they have to do more. Like they have not. They've done the complete opposite of what we thought they were going to do. You know, we thought they were going to go mostly offense in free agency and then really go defense in this draft, but they done the complete opposite of that. So they went all defense. They went pretty much all defense, and a couple offensive players, but it's crazy. Robbie said I would trade Rager for the ghost of Nate Gary. The ghost. Oh man, that's funny. Christian says it's sad what happened to Dwayne. Yeah, dude, that's horrible, man. That's really horrible. Like you never know what could happen to you, bro. You could be walking in public, you don't know what could happen to you. You could be walking into a really bad situation, or something could just happen to you, like just out of nowhere. You never know what could happen, man. It sucks. R.I.P. to Dwayne Haskins. No joke, man. 24 years old. It's a shame. It's a real shame. Yeah, I don't know what was going to happen if he was going to win the starting job. I mean, over Trubisky, probably. I mean, Trubisky signed with the Steelers, and I was kind of like, yeah, it's probably not going to work out. But Haskins probably would have won that job. Probably would have. Yeah, you're probably right. Also, yes, they saw that visit with us and posted IG. George Pickens was there in Philly. Yeah, I don't get that. I actually had the picture up before. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. So why is Pickens there? Was Pickens there because I don't know why. Why was Pickens even there? Was Pickens there because he had a pre-draft visit? I don't see Pickens there just because he's just in Philly for no reason to go shopping with Sauce. I mean, it makes no sense to me. I feel like there's more than that. I feel like there's more than what we're looking at right now. You know what I mean? That's just me. It's just me at the end of the day. I don't really know. I really don't know. I could be wrong. But, you got to take everything with a grain of salt, too. But how he's there just to shop. Oh, yeah, I'm just going there just to shop. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but I guess we'll figure it out when the time comes. Hey, Casey, yo, what up, Joey? Tell us, please let today be the day to start this week off right, Honey Badger. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. I feel like within the next 2 days we'll get this trade done. I feel like the next 48 hours, I think we'll get this trade done. That's what I feel like. I feel like we'll be good. East Coast says Mitch is better than what people think. Fred says, if I see one more Matthew rumor, I'm going to lose. Yeah, just sign him already. Get this done, man. Get this done. Drew says, if we get Honey Bear, I think we lean the wide receiver more than cornerback round one, unless Sauce, Stingley, or Booth available. Could be it. We got a super chat from 3 Down 2 Cup. He said, F Dallas. Dude, 100%, bro. 100%, man. Dallas is going to be an interesting team this year. Like I think they're totally taking a step back this year. I mean, for the draft, I think Dallas is definitely going receiver first round. I think they're definitely trying to get that other piece. I think they're going to try to get that speedster in like Olave or something like that. That's what I think they might. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they could move up. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Dallas is definitely going to be I think definitely taking a step back this year. Appreciate super chat very much, man. Just see what Jaden Rugger is getting traded. Matt says Saints and Steelers looking at Matthew too. Yes, Saints are Steelers. That whatever that tweet was from NFL, that tweet was BS, dude. That tweet was a bunch of BS that guy put out. The Steelers are trying to make a push. Like, no, they're not. The Steelers are paying Minka Fitzpatrick too, like a lot of money. So they're not paying two safety. Like, it just makes no sense. To me, it makes absolutely no sense. So that's what I pretty much. That's pretty much what I take out of it as of right now. Mayor said we can't let them take Olave, Wilson, or Williamson, bruh. Oh, it scared the crap out of me. What the hell was that? That was a scam call. That's usual. All right. Yeah, that's my ringer, so I could hear it because I can't usually hear it most of the time. Air Slate says they're not even from Philly. It's weird to travel so far to shop. That's what I'm saying. So I got 2 videos coming out tomorrow. One of the videos is about that. I go in depth about it. So to me, I don't get it. Like, oh, George Pickens, oh yeah, you're having a visit with the Eagles on a pre-draft visit. Oh, you mind if I come with you? We'll go shopping after. Like, it just makes no sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense. George Pickens, man, if that's like the secret pick for the Eagles, I wouldn't mind it. Pickens and Devontae Smith. Damn. That would be nice too. Plus Pickens is 6'3" and has all that speed, which is great. So he's got a little bit of height to him too on top of it. So I don't mind it at all. I don't know why I'm wearing these headphones. I just realized why I'm even wearing them. Have no idea. But Lemon says we've seen how they've been at a top receiver core. Yeah, we've seen it. Yeah. Look, at the end of the day, guys, like, even with Dak Prescott, the guy can throw the football. He chokes in big games, but the guy could pass. The guy can get the ball, do his playmakers. That's what I can give respect out of it. But other than that, that's all you're really getting. Sean says ET510 man, hell nah. Saw something that him listed as 6'2". I'll pass. Blue City says, Joey, breaking news, Kayvon Thibodeaux will visit the New York Giants MetLife on Thursday. And he's visiting the Eagles. I don't know. The Eagles run the list too. I don't know what day he's visiting either, but I really hope the Giants take Kayvon just so Sauce moves down the board. The Giants could take Kayvon. I don't even care. Like, take Kayvon Thibodeaux. Like, I don't even care. I'm not even worried about Kayvon with the tackles we have with our team right now. I'm not even worried about it whatsoever. I just want them to pass on Sauce. I just want Sauce to move down. That's all I really want. The Giants could take Kayvon. I could care less. He says Pickens is a 3rd pick at best. I think he's a 2nd round pick, dude. I don't think he drops to the 3rd, but they probably will take another receiver, Limit Cods. I don't doubt it. They probably will take another receiver. I wouldn't doubt it. It wouldn't surprise me. It would really not surprise me at all. But we're at an hour and 22 minutes over the stream today. If you guys haven't subscribed, we got 219 people. You guys haven't subscribed to the channel. If you guys haven't, check out, what's it called? Some of the live streams, the videos we've been doing every single day. Check out some of the content. Subscribe to the channel. Like the stream before you leave. Much appreciated. Check out the pinned comment above and the description below for memberships for draft highlight reactions. Miscellaneous videos, we have videos to my setup and like there's upgrades and stuff coming to the channel. So a lot of extreme content as well that I can't put up on YouTube. So there's actually extra content, any tier. It does not matter what you get. It's cheap. So if you want the extra content, it's there in the pinned comment with the memberships. Join the Shake Squad Army today. Much love to everybody. I came in the stream today and every day, really. I appreciate everybody. Since pretty much the first day of free agency, I appreciate everybody who's been joining these streams. It's been a lot of fun. Let's see here. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. No, Pickens isn't a first rounder. No. If they draft Pickens in the first round, I think it would be too much of a reach. I think Pickens, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Blue Seas to Joey, don't be surprised if Giants draft Kayvon at 5 and Sauce. Let me tell you something. If they don't get an offensive lineman, or at this point with the Giants and their cap space right now, like their cap space is probably one of the worst in the NFL right now because they're stuck with a lot of stupid contracts. So with the Giants right now, like they're probably better off trading back. I'm not even just saying because for us to get Sauce. I'm saying like they're probably better off trading back one of their picks. No joke. Like they're better off getting more picks, for the future with this rebuilding team right now. That's what I think they should do. I doubt it. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know what they're going to do. Because the Jets have what? The Jets are at 4? Aren't the Jets before the Giants? The Jets could take Sauce too. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen. The Giants need more than getting 2 players in the first round this year isn't going to help the Giants at all. The Giants just need more draft capital. They got 2 first rounders. They should get more picks. There's a lot of depth at positions this year, so yeah, that's 100%. They can. If they wanted, they can. Drake London, John Doxson, Jameson Williams, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, David Bell, and Treylon Burks are all superior to Pickens. Trent McDuffie is better than Sauce. Yeah, I don't know about that, bro. That one I gotta maybe disagree. All right, so Joey, where are you getting the narrative? Giants cap space being bad. They have 4th most cap next year. Well, I'm saying because of their cap hits for after this at the end of this year. I'm not saying this like right now. I'm saying what their cap is going to look like after this year. Yeah, because of the cap hits. I've looked at some of their stuff between cap hits after this year. So it's just the range of where they're going to be at. So that's pretty much about it. They have $0 in dead. They have 0 in dead money. How is that even possible? You're telling me they have no dead money. They have no dead money from any of the people they've released so far. That's going to be kind of surprising. Texans are teams are showing interest in regular. Oh yeah, a lot of teams are, bro. I'm sitting being patient right now. I'm sitting just being patient. Plus, they're going to pay a QB eventually. Yeah, Flair's right, 100%. I'm just saying, like after this year, they're probably going to have no cap. They're not going to have much cap. You know what I mean? Like we're not going to be paying our quarterback right now. I mean, I don't know how Jalen Hurts is going to play this year. I mean, this is an extension year for him at the end of this year. So then extension talks are going to show up. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Big says, why hasn't Jalen Hurts gotten the same patience given the Daniel Jones? I don't know, because the problem is that Hurts is in a really bad situation with the Eagles right now when it comes to their contracts, when it comes to just everything they're trying to do right now. With Daniel Jones, it's different because, well, it's really not different because Daniel Jones hasn't played well at all the more years he's played. I think he's gotten worse, to be honest with you. But, you know, I think part of it is the coaching staff. Part of it's Daniel Jones because he's horrible, but part of it is the coaching staff that he's had and, you know, they've tried putting weapons around him. They tried building around him. I mean, I don't know, dude. Hurts is just in a bad spot right now. It's just, if Hurts can't do the simple things, how many more years do you give a quarterback if he can't do the simple things? You know what I mean? I'm not going to get into this big argument about Jalen Hurts. Like, it is what it is. Like, Jalen Hurts, I want Jalen Hurts to be the starter this year, and that's it. Technically, it's his 3rd year. Technically, it's really not. Technically, he's only played a year and a half of football, so I definitely understand on both sides to it. But you can't wait another, I don't know. I don't think the Eagles are going to wait that long. Hence why they made this trade with the Saints, and they have some security for 2023 and 24, so they could have two first-round picks for next year. You got 2 first-round picks for next year in case, they need a quarterback. If Hurts isn't showing anything, it's what it is, man. It's what it is. I know Matt Ruiz likes Hurts. He loves Hurts. I don't, but it is what it is. I've talked to Matt Ruiz personally. He loves Hurts. But, I respect everybody's opinions of it. I'm just saying what the Eagles are probably going to do. What this trade is telling us is that there's assurance like they don't have much faith in Jalen Hurts. But I don't think it's fair that they're not putting another weapon around him right now. It's not fair that they didn't use free agency to their advantage. They didn't sign a proven receiver. This offense is way too young to figure it out on their own. Like, they need that proven guy. But they haven't done that. And it's just a longer process when you have, receivers in the building that are way too young. And that's just the case of it. There's nothing promising in this draft that you're going to go get a Jamar Chase that's going to get on this team and start exploding and just having these explosive games. There's nothing promising on that. So that's why I think the Eagles dropped the ball and say, if they believe in Jalen Hurts so much to start this year, why haven't they given him a weapon? It's almost like they don't care about next year. It's almost like They don't care about next year, and it's like it's like a lose-lose situation for Hurts because we didn't make this offense better. You know what I mean? No, I wouldn't freak out, dude. I think it's just patience, dude. And so I'm putting my faith in Sting and Stroud. I don't care if the Eagles go 3-14 this year. It means they got Stroud for 5 years on a rookie deal. Grant says, I can see why some people don't think Hurts is the guy, but some of the disrespect he's been getting is weird. He's done nothing to deserve that. No, I mean, as a person, no. I mean, but that's just how it is when you play for this team, bro. That's just what it is. Like, you're going to, you know what I mean? He knows the kind of crap that he gets every single year. And, like, I understand that, you know? Flip reps, it's not like they didn't have Ridley through then the Eagles that outbid the pass paying receiver over 20 a year. Limit says E. Sirianni had a dumb down offense for Hurts. Yeah, but you know what? It's weird because do they know how to use a read option quarterback that's struggling? I mean, that's what I don't get. You know, Gardner Minshew goes into that Jets game and like he could have played as bad as Jalen Hurts did. You know what I mean? He could have played bad too. I mean, he could have made a lot of mistakes. Like Gardner Minshew, like seems like they knew what to do with Gardner Minshew as soon as they put him in that game versus the Jets. I mean, it was a passing offense. It was a 9-day offense. You know what I mean? Like that's what kind of, you know, Sirianni has never coached a read option quarterback before. And that's the truth. You know, they had Andrew Luck, they had Brissett, they had Phillip Rivers. You know what I mean? They never had a guy like that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, maybe that's part of it. I don't know. But if Hurts can't get the simple things done, if he can't fit this football through tight windows, if he can't arch the ball for Devontae Smith, which he's missed him multiple times this year, I mean, it's going to boil over. Like Devontae Smith, you're hurting his bag. You're hurting his money pretty much. You know, you're making Devontae Smith look like a number 3 receiver pretty much. I mean, I don't know. You're not making him look good. Hurts is getting more. I mean, Rager's getting more of an opportunity than anybody else on this team. JJ Arcega-Whiteside is here to just block at this point, and it's just a waste of a body being on the field. So, Gardner Minshew was also. Well, that's what I'm saying. He was passing against the Jet. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying though. Like he's a different quarterback. That's you know what I mean. Robbie says Jet Giants 95 million cap space. That makes absolutely no sense. How did they sign all those guys? How they signed all those big contracts last year and they still have that much cap? It makes absolutely no sense. It makes no sense. And then what? Are they going to have a lot of money too on top of it? Like after they're going to get a quarterback after next year. I mean, and here's what I'm saying. Like, well, how many picks do the Giants have in 2023? If the Giants don't have 2 first-round picks in 23, then obviously they need to. They got, you know what I mean? Like, they're not winning this year. They're not doing anything to win this year. So the Giants are better off trading back one of their picks for picks for next year. Them getting 2 first-round picks without a quarterback makes absolutely no sense. I understand you can say the same thing for this team, but our roster is used the right way. I think our roster is way better than way better than the Giants in retrospect. I think with what we have in this draft and going into next year, I think you can set yourself up real nicely. And when Sirianni was still hired, we still had Wentz. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's the truth. Who said, Joe, if you see the Cowboys having a step back year, where do you see the New York Giants? I don't think I think no one's improved. The NFC East has not improved. The Giants are like trying to like get rid of players that were bad contracts, or there's some guys coming back from some of these bad contracts as well that didn't play much last year. You know what I mean? Like, Daniel Jones is last year on his deal. I don't think the Giants are going much anywhere either. Like Washington might be a good team, an upgrade at quarterback with Carson Wentz. I'm not saying he's going to take him over the hump, but I think he's an upgrade over what they had than Taylor Heineke. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's an upgrade, but, they could. I mean, they have, Curtis Samuel. They got, Terry McLaurin. They got two really good running backs in the backfield. Their offensive line isn't that bad. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think they upgrade, but I don't think they, usually when Washington wins the division, the rest of the NFC East plays horrible. Usually when the NFC East is horrible, Washington wins the division all the time. Just the only time that really happens. The Eagles have a huge shot at winning the East this year, but I think anybody has really. But I think the Eagles shot themselves in the foot so many times. Eagles would have won the East this year. Eagles would have won the East. I think they would have. They could have won it. They could have won it. They could. The Eagles would have already been in the playoff. They would have already had a playoff spot probably 4 weeks early if they didn't shoot themselves in the foot in stupid games. A lot of winnable games this year. We just, offensively and defensively, our defense hasn't, our defense, what we won. We didn't really win against any top offenses. I think we would have won a lot more games this year. The Kansas City game would have won that game. Like you had that Panthers game, which the defense put our offense in really good positions. We had 3 sacks, 3 picks in that game that were huge. So the Lions were horrible. You know what I mean? It's just, the Giants killed the Eagles the first game of the season. Well, not really killed, but they won against us first game of the season. We played horrible. Hurts played probably one of his worst games. That first Giants game was probably one of his worst games. I take that game over the 50 burger with Dallas. No joke. Like, I take that over that. I thought it was just a bad game in general. Matt said Robbie is full of it. A quick Google search shows he's absolutely wrong, and they do have dead cap. Yeah, it's impossible for them not to have dead cap. So you're saying they owed nobody. There's no dead money from any bit. If they have no dead cap, it means that every contract they sign is perfect. That every contract they have is worked out. Yeah, no, I don't know. Over the cap is weird. Like sometimes they have some weird stuff on there. Spock Track's a whole nother thing, but over the cap sometimes is really weird. So. Philly 500, number one fan, said Howie could have drafted and make some big weird trade for DK. I feel like even if not for him, Howie going to trade something draft night. I think he's going to make a move. I think he will make a move. James says the Nightmare on Elm Street is the best series ever. I think it's one of the best. I think Nightmare on Elm Street is definitely not one of my favorite franchises, but definitely my top 5 to watch. Over the cap is great. Yeah, there's some things that make no sense. Every time I look at when I see void on a contract for like a player, like I just see void. So I don't know what that even means sometimes with contracts. So I'm not really sure. Fred says, you said it, Joey. They're looking for a productive QB like Rivers in the prime. That's why they're not giving him help. They don't want to be stuck with QB. Not for the scheme. It's pick your favorite flavor. Yeah, right. I get it. I definitely get it. Philly Face, the Giants are all pumped up, rusting in playoff spot the year before they were going. Yeah, because on paper they looked really good. I mean, the Giants looked really good on paper last year, but I said no, it's not going to work. I mean, I think they did as much as they could to put as many, theoretically, okay. They signed 2. They pretty much had 2 number 2 receivers. They had 2 number 2s on their team. Kenny Golladay ain't no number 1 receiver. He never was. Okay, he's a number 2 guy. So, Rollins says, "Hey, Mr. Shakes, how you doing, man? We signed Matt. Not today, but we are getting there. Hopefully, the next couple hours we'll find something." Let's see here. Yeah, Rager's getting some interest. Why? It's either the Eagles are done with Rager and want to trade him, or Rager wants out. One or the other. I think it's definitely both. I think it's definitely Rager wanting out. Nothing, J-Funk, nothing new yet, man. Nothing new yet. Lemon says CJ Stroud, Bryce Young in Philly. Texas, how come Eagles' final spot with Saints? He said he wanted Dakota contender both of those. Who? I don't get it. Rager's on the trade block. That's what we're hearing right now. Life. That's what we're hearing. I don't know what's going on. I'm just a messenger. Right now, so I got no clue what's going on. No clue. Easy listen to me. Nobody thinks the RPO QB that's is what we can ran with him for most of the season. Yeah. Timmy said I would bet money Rager was a part of the Ridley trade. That was a done deal. Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe. I mean, look at it. At the end of the day, like I was fine. Like a third. I mean, we would have already upgraded this offense already. So at the end of the day, like it would have got done. You know, Ridley would already be a Philadelphia Eagle right now. It sucks that didn't happen. Rumored to be a third round pick going to the Falcons. I mean, that would have been a steal trade. But it kind of sucks how like. I mean, apparently he's fighting this whole thing with the gambling thing. So should he be suspended for a year? No, hell no, definitely not. I think that's ridiculous to gamble. That's stupid. I mean, technically, like he broke the law within the NFL. He didn't break the law of the law. He broke the law of the NFL. Already says do harm, kill, domestic, but the Sparta shakes in the well. Greg, Robbie, I love how everything is calling you a liar. But OTC and Patrick both have the Giants in way better cap situations next year. I don't get it. I just don't. I really don't get it. We're going to get some dead money off the books next year too, which is good for us. I think there might be a team. Look, it might not be teams wanting Rager. It might be that the Eagles, Rager has forced himself on the trade block, and there could be some teams that are saying, hey, let's just pick him up and see what he could do with 2 more years left on his contract this year and next year. So there might be some suitors out there. I'm not saying we're going to get a lot. I'm not saying we're going to get draft picks for him. I'm not saying we're going to get any draft picks for him. Like, if they get a 7th round pick, I'm totally fine with it. Like, I just want him gone. Like, I don't want him. I want Quez to get more snaps. I want if Rager's gone, JJ could be gone too. JJ's already on the bubble right now because there's a lot of receivers in front of him right now. Like, he's already on the bubble. They signed the Devon Allen. They signed Pascal. I mean, them guys are going to make the roster. Like, you know what I mean? They draft another guy. I think JJ's already gone at this point. But if you get Rager out of here, I mean, you open up a lot more. The play calling is going to change away from Rager if Rager's not here, and you're going to have more Devontae Smith, more Quez Watkins. I couldn't be any more happier about it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Richard Quez in the 19th pick the Broncos for rights for 2 more years of Jerry Jeudy. Would you do? Oh, I would love it, but they just got Russell Wilson. They're not going to start giving away like good receivers off their team. You know what I mean? It's like saying you want to get Cortland Sutton or you want to get a guy like Jeudy, but they're trying to get a Super Bowl this year, bro. I mean, they're trying to get a Super Bowl this year. They're not, they're not trying to go crazy with it. You know what I mean? Let me say Fulgham currently struggling to make practice squad. Oh, that's the issue with Fulgham too. When Fulgham exploded that year for us, Fulgham was he didn't flash in preseason. Like, that's the issue with Fulgham. He just doesn't flash in the offseason. Like, I feel like he could play, but it sucks to he's got to show up in the offseason. He's got to show up during preseason, or he's, you know what I mean? Like, it's unfortunate, Josh said trade Rager to the Phillies, let him be a pinch runner. Hawk says you can get a first, second for Rager. Some teams are stupid. You can't get a first or second for Rager. I mean, yeah, some teams are stupid to give up more. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that. I don't think teams could be dumb and give up a third or fourth, but I don't think teams are going to be that dumb. No, there's a lot of tape on Rager. You know what I mean? There's value in Rager. I'm not saying there's no value, but Clark says, don't think we're getting Honey Badger. Why not? Why not, bro? The Eagles let Andre worth the first round pick. Could any Andre Dillard get a first? Why are we talking about Andre Dillard? Andre Dillard Yeah, I don't get it. Why is Dan Sileo saying that the Eagles can get a first-round pick for Andre Dillard? No, I don't think that's happening. I honestly think, yeah, dude, Jalen Reagor could be gone, man. So it says if the Eagles do sign TYRANN Mathieu, it definitely completely changes their draft strategy. Then it would be worth trading up to get. Then it would be worth trading up to get Sauce Gardner. With these two additions, the Eagles would have one of the top secondaries in the NFL. Dude, like, bro, it's so true. I mean, signing TYRANN Mathieu doesn't change their. I don't know if it changes their draft strategy. It just, I still think they should be sign. They should sign a trench guy and move up for Sauce. God, man, if they trade up for Sauce, dude, man, I'd be stunned, bro. I'd be stunned. They trade up for Sauce, I'd be shocked. They trade up for a cornerback, period, I'd be shocked. We ain't getting no first for Dillard, bro. Hell no. No, it was on Dan Sileo said it on his show, dude. There's just pictures, and Dan Sileo said it on his show. He said that the Eagles can get a first-round pick for the first-round pick for Andre Dillard. And then there's some people tweeting saying, bro, what are you smoking? You know what I mean? You in Philly? You in Philly what? Dan Siller's an absolute joke. Like I said, listen, trade up for Sauce. All right, so you guys want to see? Look, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this right now. There are people that ask me questions about why don't I bring on Dave Spadaro on this channel? Why don't I bring a beat writer on this channel? I just don't do it because I just don't care. Like how much more do they know than I know? You know what I mean? Like even if they work for the Eagles, you know what I mean? Even if you bring on somebody on the channel that works for the Eagles, like how much information are they going to give you? You know what I mean? Like it's just like I don't bring on like I can go and message, you know, I can go on and like I don't know, try to bring on Dave Spadaro, bring on somebody, you know, it's like how much do they know that I already know, you know, at this point? Like yeah, that's yeah. And Robbie says Dave Spadaro is going to give Eagles PR lip service. I agreed. Like they're not like they'll get in trouble if they give up any news. Like that's the whole point of it. Yeah, Barrett Brooks is a joke. They're all a joke, man. They're all just trying to create rhythm. Like, just think about it. They all got YouTube channels. They all got clicks for their articles. Like, they're just trying to make more money because Eagles fans fall for anything, dude. That's just Eagles fans fall for anything. Like, I don't put up like clickbait news on here. I don't do any of that. Like, I put on stuff that's I like speculation and rumors and what if moments. Like that's just me being creative on like what I think could happen. Doesn't mean like it's a clickbait type thing. You know what I mean? Like that's what a lot of people do, unfortunately. And that's what Barrett Brooks and some of those guys like. They'll try to get more clicks and try to get that's just the way it is. Like it's a lot of lies, dude. Every offseason it's the same damn way. Remember when it says that Fitz was spotted at the... Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro. Yeah, they showed a picture of him at the airport. That was like an old picture from a long time ago. Or some crap like that. Garth said, I think we're falling for this Honey Badger stuff. I think it's BS. I'm not still on Howie making a big move. Not going to... Well, it was from CBS Sports that... Well, they had the virtual meeting, and then it was from CBS Sports that the Eagles were... From CBS Sports that the Eagles... are making a push to sign TYRANN Mathieu, which could happen because Eagles have been quiet the past few days. So they could be working on this right now. You know what I mean? You keep it 100. I appreciate it because I do. I keep it real, bro. I keep it real on here. Like, I don't like, no offense to anybody that's in here. Like, I don't cater to you guys. Like, I go by, do you guys agree? Look, here, I'll ask you guys this. Do you guys agree that I most likely, how do I say this? Do you guys think that I don't cater? Like, do you guys think like I don't cater to you guys? Like, I don't go with the trend of what's going on, that I say what's on my mind and That's pretty much it. Like, I kind of want to ask that because, like, do you guys think I go towards the trend, or do you guys think that I have my own opinion and I don't cater to you guys? Like, I literally sit here and I tell you what's on my mind, and like, that's it. Whether you guys agree or disagree with me. Like, I like to ask that because, I always, I don't cater to, like, look, you guys are, without you guys, there's no channel, man. Like, and that's what it is. Like, you guys, without you guys, there's no channel. I mean, but you guys, even if I'm wrong, you guys stick around. If I'm annoying, you guys stick around. If I say something stupid, you guys stick around. Or if you guys don't agree with something, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just a fan at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I'm just a fan, like, it is what it is. Like, yeah, do we get excited about reports and stuff that comes out? Yeah, sure. But, it is what it is. Like, there are people who don't like me. It is what it is. It is what it is. I appreciate it, Nick. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing, man. I'm staying who I am, bro. That's what I'm doing. Clark said, "You and Philly Farmer are the realist." I appreciate it, and he'll appreciate it too, because trust me, like, me and Philly 500 are good friends outside of YouTube, and we don't just talk football. We talk about a lot of stuff. I mean, we've never met before in person, so there might be a time that happens. We had a big talk probably last week about our channels, and just, we want to have fun doing this. Okay, we've put in the time. Obviously, when you're on YouTube, you put your time in, you make money from it, blah, 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 all that great stuff. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, you got to have fun with this, because it can't be all, shirt and tie business with this, because I think it's boring when it doesn't make it fun. Me and 500 like to make it fun, because if you're not having fun, this crap sucks. Like, you got to have fun while doing this. Like, you got to have fun, and we're not forcing ourselves to have fun. We naturally like to have fun doing this, because you don't want to treat this like it's a chore. You know what I mean? And it's not. It's because we have a passion for doing it for so long. So that's how it is. Oh yeah, 500 brings energy, 100%, man. Like, trust me. Like, I learn a lot. I learn something new for YouTube every day. Like, 500 gives me a lot of tips on certain things of YouTube and how to do this, and a lot. He's taught me a lot over the years. He's taught me a lot. He's taught me a lot since we've been doing this podcast. Like, he gives me a lot of tips on things, and you know what I mean. Like, and at the end of the day, like, some people are here because they want to find intellectual football fans. Me, I don't think I'm intellectual. I just think I play the game. I'm not a big expert on the draft, but I do watch players, but I'm not like a guru of the draft. And I'm just a man with an opinion, and that's it. Just a man with an opinion. I'm a fan with an opinion on a camera. That's all it really is at the end of the day. So me and you are really not much different, except I'm just putting myself on camera talking about it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Just want to throw that out there in case, because I don't really talk about it enough. You know what I mean? I don't talk about it enough. Honey Badger just signed with the Saints. Dow still stinks. Oh, man. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, there's nothing going on. Nothing going on. We got Super Chat, Jake Hills. What's going on, man? He says, Howie can't be cheap and draft bad. No. Can't be cheap whatsoever. Can't not be cheap at all. And look, I'm getting the sense that it won't be. I feel like he'll pick good players, but maybe it won't be the right players we want for a certain position. Maybe we're getting into that conversation. So that could be the reason too. So I give it a shot, man. I'm giving him a shot. I think Eagles will take Georgia. I think the Eagles are taking one of those defensive tackles from Georgia. That's what I'm saying. Philly Rapture did tailgate the last Dallas game with 500. Me and Philly 500 have been talking about meeting up for a tailgate, and we were thinking about doing like a, kind of doing a podcast at the link and stuff, which would be cool. So we've been thinking about it. You know what I mean? So it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. Especially it's different. We'll be outside. It'll be a lot more fun. Ron said, I disagree with some of the things Zach Ertz, but I love your content, man. You're always keep it real, bro. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, people hated my Zach Ertz videos. Timothy said Philly might just post the Tyrann Mathieu close sign with the Eagles. Expect the deal to be done in 3 to 5. I don't know about that. Hey, look, if he has some inside information, that's great. I don't know if it's going to happen though. I haven't heard any news about him signing between 3 to 5 p.m. today. So all I've heard about Tyrann Mathieu is I've heard rumors that he'll sign the next 48 hours, but I didn't hear anything about him signing between 3 to 5 p.m. today. So I highly doubt it. But hey, if it happens, then great. It is what it is. Clark said if Honey Badger happens, I think it completely changes how we draft. That's what somebody said on Twitter. That's what somebody said on Twitter. So I think, someone said on Twitter that if they, it's kind of too specific, dude. I don't know. To say he's gonna get signed between 3 to 5 p.m. is kind of weird, but I don't know. People put out whatever they want, so. Because I don't want to look like an idiot either. If I say, hey, he's getting signed today. So, no, I don't want to lie to anybody either and say he's going to get signed today. I heard that he's going to get signed within the next couple days. So it could happen. I mean, who knows at this point? But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is at the end of the day. Andrew says, I'd be 100% fine with the 6 Jalen. Oh, yeah. So, so somebody said it on Twitter that it changes. And how it's going to change. Oh, he said it was a gut. Oh, it was a gut feeling. It was a joke. Well, was it a joke or was it real? Oh, okay. Oh, you should have said that first because I didn't. Because I'm looking. I'm trying to be like, well, who said that? Because I didn't read that I didn't read that at all. Like today, I didn't see that at all today. So, I mean, look, I think gut feeling wise, I say the next couple days. I say 48 hours, something could happen, but I'm not 100% sure it's going to happen. You know what I mean? Josh says, I don't think it changes how we draft. I think the only changes would be if they're less aggressive towards drafting a safety, but 100% the Eagles will draft Hamilton if he's available at 15. Yeah. They could. I don't know. Obviously, yeah. It only changes if Tyrann Mathieu's in the building. So, I put out that video I made about the Honey Badger that the Eagles are going to be making a push for Honey Badger. I put out that tweet on the video that no one listened to this tweet because there's somebody put out this tweet that has over 2,000 followers. It's called NFL Rumors or something. And it said Saints and Steelers making their final push. It looks like Tyrann Mathieu's heading to Philadelphia. So Benjamin says signing Honey Badger would be huge. Howie said he needed to address the pass rush, adding a top corner, adding a D-line like Wyatt will help the pass. 100%. I really want them to draft a corner this year. I really do. But yet I still want them to draft a receiver. I still want them to draft another weapon. So I'm so glad that, we have some choices in the second round. So we'll see. I don't believe any Postal Rappaport or Pelissero purports it. Well, yeah. Well, Rappaport put out Rapport put out that they had the virtual meeting, and that was pretty much it at that point. If Jordan Davis is there at 15, they will take him. Oh, dude, I believe it. I believe it. I think they've been foaming out the mouth, drooling out the mouth for Jordan Davis since the combine. No joke. I think that's really what's been happening. Jason says, peace out, Joey. Keep doing your bro. Have a blast. Fly, Eagles, fly. Jason, I'll see you later, bro. Hope you have a good day today. Hope everybody has a good day today. I know it's Monday. Everyone's like, work and everything like that, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I hope everyone still has a good day. So we're going to go another few minutes, guys. We're going to go another few minutes. I got some stuff to do today. I'm going to have 2 videos out tomorrow. 2 videos will be done by we'll have a video out at 4 a.m. and a video out 5 or 6 in the morning. So definitely check out for some videos tomorrow. Tomorrow, we actually might do a stream tomorrow night, 10 o'clock at night Eastern. We actually might do a late stream tomorrow. I might not stream. I'm probably not going to stream early tomorrow just to take a break so I can get some stuff done, get some my car was just worked on. I had to, my house was cleaned up with the flood and everything. I'm just trying to get some stuff done around the house. So probably tomorrow night, we're going to have a stream tomorrow night. So should be, we'll do something tomorrow night. Just a little bit of a change. You know what I mean? So it's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Let's see. All I want to make sure I don't want to see is the Rams going after TYRANN Mattheiu or some crap like that. Realistically, the Steelers, I don't say realistic just because I don't know. Now said the Jaguars are ready to shake up the league. What does this say? Growing chatter, the Jacksonville Jags could shock everybody with surprise number 1 overall pick. Yeah, it's not going to be Aiden Hutchinson. Probably not. It's probably going to be Walker. More Trevon Walker Jags at number 1 chatter this time for Peter Schrags. I've heard the chatter. Trent Balk sees a lot of Alden Smith and Walker. We're 17 days away from Balky and the Jags making their decision. I don't think they're picking Hutchinson. It's been showing that they're going to – I'm telling you, Trevon Walker's going to go before Hutchinson goes. It's probably what's going to happen. So, well, Sauce Gardner. So here's the news: Sauce Gardner was with George Pickens in Philly, going on a shopping spree in Philadelphia. So I don't know what that means. George Pickens was just there. To me, it just makes no sense. To me, it makes absolutely no sense. George Pickens probably had a pre-draft visit with the Eagles. There's no way George Pickens is just there shopping with Sauce. There's got to be a reason for that. To me, it makes no sense because we all know that Sauce had his meeting with the Eagles this past weekend. So I don't know. I do not know. Ron says, Joey, if we go wide or Davis, if they're both available, I like them both, but wide's flexibility playing DT and defensive end is intriguing to me. Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I like him, and Jordan Davis is going to plug up the hole too. He's going to take on double teams, and we're going from 4-3 to 3-4, so if he ends up playing a nose tackle, he'll get a nice pass rush too. I think he'll get better over time. I actually think Jordan Davis is actually too big. He's going to have tons of nagging injuries. You never know, but who knows? But he's perfect, man. 6'6", 340. You can't even complain about that. Alexander Force, the teams have been inquiring about Rager. I read it on that Bleed Green page. What up, Joey? What's going on, Alexander? Yeah, dude. It looks like Rager's on the trade block right now. That's what it looks like. That's what I'm saying, dude. Pickens might have had a pre-draft visit on the same weekend. The Eagles haven't brought in anybody offensively on a pre-draft visit yet. That's what I'm saying. They did nothing offensively for this offense. That's intriguing for free agency. And they haven't brought anybody in on a pre-draft visit offensively. It's been all defense. Sauce, Booth, Davis, and Wyatt. That's pretty much all I've known so far. That's Chark? No, that's definitely not Chark, dude. Everyone's saying it's Pickens. Can we sign? Yo, PD said, can we sign Matthew already? Dude, I know, bro. It's really pissing me off. Norris said, doing your own thing is your business, but it's bad business to do a trend sometimes. But even if you're doing something someone else posted, you still have your own. Well, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, when you're making content, okay, when you're making content, everyone's talking about the same thing. I mean, if breaking news happens, everyone's going to talk about it because it's the same thing. Yeah, everyone brings something different to the table. That's the good thing about it. So, obviously. Pickens did have a visit with the Eagles. Not reportedly, he didn't. Not reportedly, he didn't have a. Teams have called about Eagles, Jalen Ray. All right, we all know. No, reportedly there has been nothing. So these sources, bro. Sources say TYRANN Mattheiu is expected to sign with the Philadelphia Eagles next 48 hours. Steelers and Saints are still pursuing him, but it seems to be wrapping up. And stop with this crap. How do you have the balls to put? I don't get it. I just don't get it. It just, to me, it makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. I mean, I don't think our draft changes that much. They're like, oh, now we can go after a corner. I'm like, who said we were going to go in the draft to get Kyle Hamilton anyway? I mean, even if because the rumors were he was falling out of the top 10, but if they get, I still would move up for a corner, even if Kyle Hamilton's available. I really want a cornerback, badly. I really do. You get a cornerback in this building that could train, that could get mentored by Big Play Slay. I mean, and Matt. I mean, come on now. I mean, that's the perfect. Sauce comes in the building with that. Stanley comes in the building with that type of mentorship. Holy crap, dude. Fred says Pickens has been consistent, but all that at that size with his suddenness is what GMs are looking for. Yeah, I agree. Why would Detroit do this trade? Makes no sense. But hey, it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Detroit made a trade. Do you guys see Philadelphia? The mask mandate's coming back to Philadelphia, which is ridiculous. I don't know why, but I think it's ridiculous. But I don't see a trade for the Lions right now. Could be wrong, but I don't see it. Because do you think it's possible we come out of the draft with Jameson and Pickens? I don't know about that. They could take two receivers in this draft, 100%. They could take two receivers. But with those two, I'm not sure. Specifically those two, I'm not sure. Masks don't work. Jay says, because Lions have the almighty Jared Goff, right clown. Yeah, it looks like the Lions might pick a quarterback. I mean, from what it looks like, I'm telling Joe Castro, Philly the podcast, shout out to him. He came to the live stream earlier and said he thinks that three quarterbacks might get taken in the top 10. It might happen. It actually might happen. Seattle, Carolina. I mean, you never know. I mean, there could be a few quarterbacks taken. I mean, good. I'm totally fine with that. I am 100% totally fine with that. So, all right, guys. Well, I am going to head out. I had a really good time today. Obviously, a lot of what ifs with this live stream today, but it is what it is. That's what we're here for, to hang out and just chill. If Detroit takes Willis with number 2, it's totally going to change the draft. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, 213 in the chat. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have not. Like the stream if you guys have not either. Hit the subscribe button. Yeah, trust me, you won't regret it. We cover the Eagles. We're going to be doing streams every day. Definitely check out the memberships in the pinned comment description below for the extra content. Any tier does not matter for draft highlight reactions, miscellaneous videos, and any other updates and stuff I can't put on YouTube. So, yeah, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. All right, Jay, I'll see you later, man. Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to do a late night stream tomorrow. We're going to do something late. We're not going to do anything early. I'm going to have 2 videos out at like 4 to 5 a.m. I'll have 2 videos out very early tomorrow, and then we'll do a stream tomorrow night. We'll do episode 8 of the Road to the Draft Philadelphia Eagles live reaction. We'll do that tomorrow night. So we're set. We're set and ready to go. So, all right, guys, you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys on the next one. Remember, SHAKESQUAD up, follow slide. Peace out, guys. Peace. You guys have a fantastic Monday.